Old Trafford, an evaluation of sports-led regeneration by Lochie, Ollie and Reuben.
In our introduction, we're going to talk about the reason why we have chosen this topic and the reasons for this regeneration to take place. Then, we will talk about the primary goals for this regeneration, the impacts, and summarise whether we think it will be a success or whether we think it will not positively impact the Old Trafford area.
Regeneration is a long-term development of an area, aiming to bring economic, social and environmental benefits. On the 17th of January 2023, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos acquired a 25% stake in Manchester United due to concerns over the club's management under the Glazer brothers. Since then, their focus has been on restoring the club's former glory through regeneration.
Old Trafford ranks among the 10% most deprived areas in the UK, highlighting deep-rooted economic struggles and limited opportunities for local residents in Salford. The stadium itself is deteriorating, with a leaky roof, pest issues and outdated facilities, failing to meet Premier League standards, making regeneration essential.
The economic decline in the region dates back to the 1980s deindustrialisation, which led to structural unemployment. With Margaret Thatcher's government overseeing the global shift, UK manufacturing jobs moved overseas to lower-cost economies, severely affecting Northern England. Old Trafford felt the impact, entering a spiral of decline with deteriorating terrace housing and growing socio-economic challenges, making regeneration a necessity. The Old Trafford regeneration has many goals. Firstly, reducing the north-south divide. Northern England hourly pay is £1.60 less than the rest of England. House prices in the south have seen a rise by 83% since 2010, compared to the north of England, which has only seen a 41% increase. These figures show that in the north there may be greater affordability, but this does reflect the economic inequality between the north and the south.
Also, they aim to build a world-class state-of-the-art stadium with a capacity of over 100,000, making it the largest in the UK. This would not only create a new home for Manchester United, but also position the area as a top destination for global sporting events. The new stadium is expected to attract millions of visitors each year, boosting tourism, hospitality and retail in the local area.
Projected to be built by 2030, it is estimated that the new stadium will add £7.3 billion to the UK economy each year. This is a key reason as to why the government is backing and funding this regeneration. It will add 1.8 million tourists per year from around the country and potentially around the world. It is estimated to add 92,000 jobs, many of which will be taken up by local people in the area, another reason as to why this will help the economy thrive in Manchester.
There's also a major focus on community development, which links directly to urban regeneration strategies. Another key part of the regeneration is Alumina Village development, which includes 639 new homes. This helps to address housing shortages and supports population growth while encouraging mixed-use development, a key strategy in sustainable urban design. In terms of sporting legacy, the regeneration plans include building a brand new 100,000-seat stadium, referred to as the Wembley of the North. This will boost the local economy, encourage multiplier effects and attract investment through tourism and global events. It also improves accessibility, both physical and social, by better connecting the area through transport links and making it a world-class destination for residents, businesses and visitors. This regeneration is a good example of a project aiming to reduce regional inequalities and promote long-term sustainable urban growth.
A potential downside of the regeneration is gentrification. As new businesses, luxury housing and modern amenities are introduced, property prices and rent can sharply rise. For long-standing residents, particularly those from low-income backgrounds, this can lead to displacement. They may find themselves priced out of their own community. This will lead to cultural erosion and a loss of identity.
Another major concern is the environmental footprint of the regeneration. Match days at Old Trafford already generate a significant spike in traffic, leading to congestion and increased air pollution. With further developments of hotels, retail spaces and new housing, the pressure on local infrastructure will only grow. To avoid the environmental impact, sustainable urban planning must be prioritised, pedestrian access and green infrastructure like parks and green roofs.
This project may have negative impacts in the long term. To prevent this, regeneration must go beyond aesthetics and requires constant maintenance of public facilities, affordable housing and continued funding for local programmes, especially those focused on youth, education and employment. Sustainable regeneration means building a legacy, not just a moment.
Thank you for listening.